Hey everyone, welcome to Capital Advantage Tutoring's live Tuesday night edition on October 12th for the Series 7 exam, for the Series 6, the 63, 65, Series 6, any FINRA exam you want, we're going to do. I'm making it a short one tonight because I am sick and I don't want to get you guys sick. I probably should be wearing a mask, but whatever. Oh, I can just put a mask on this way to get you sick. Okay. Guys, sorry, I am really sick. Okay, so now. But I guess I'm sort of a trooper. Hello, Mandy. How are you? Let's see how this goes tonight. Eddie, how are you? So, if you look, think about this. So, when you're looking at your studying, good books to buy: STC, Achievable. I got links down there. If you don't like that, Kaplan's a good choice. If you're looking for some free resources, you got my channel. Obviously, you have Brandon Rith at Basic Wisdom, and you have Dean Tinney over at his channel. All different styles of stuff, which is good to go. If you need some tutoring, obviously you can reach out to me and I'll help you. If not, you got Michael Weiss over at Series7examtutor.com. And if that doesn't work, if he doesn't have time, you can go on one of the Facebook groups that do it, and there's probably some tutors on there also. Like I said, my resources, if you can't find a tutor, go on to Wyzant, Wizant, and take a look at that. So they will be tutors on there. I mean, the problem is you got to really search it because you're going to get guys who don't know what they're doing. Guys and girls are like high school teachers. So I stopped going there because it was like a race to the bottom who could be cheapest. And there was basically there was quality there, but you got to look. I mean, you just jump on the cheapest one and you're going to get what you paid for. Okay. It's kind of the way it works. Okay. Again, I'm cutting it at a half hour because I got to go get cough medicine stuff. I'm going to try to mute every time I cough, but I hope I can help. Okay. Helen, how are you? Liam, how are you? Good thing I have a mute button. Okay. I'm just starting to study for my 7 and having trouble retaining the info. What I recommend? You have Kaplan. Okay. So, so now, I would say, much as I don't like the Kaplan videos, I don't, because I think they're the guys are like 90 years old. They sound like me right now. Sometimes it helps to watch the videos first and then read. If you have another thing, again, I'm not trying to sell it to you, but if you're having trouble reading the Kaplan stuff, because it is deep, I have a link for Achievable, or you go there directly. You can do that way. Either way, I think Achievable does a good job. Check them out. There's a free trial. You can try that. Like I'm saying, if you go to my link here, you can get the Achievable. And if not, if you want to go on your own because you don't want to throw me money, I'm okay with that. I just think they're a good program. STC solid. Kaplan is dry. It really is. Okay. Mandy, that's awesome. That is really good. No, the benchmark is a hard exam. Notman's benchmark is really, really hard. It is. So I think you're in a very good place. If you're passing their benchmarks, you're in a great place. Again, Liam, really just take it in bites. Watch the video, then read the chapter. Watch the video, read the chapter. It should soften it up a little bit. And, do other resources. Go on YouTube. There's a couple of us out there that'll help. Okay. Helen, it's not more than the 66, than the 7, but it is hard. It's a hard exam. But nothing to be afraid of. It sounds like I'm dying, okay? Nothing to be afraid of on this, okay? So the 66 is definitely a deep exam. Make sure you got the state regs down. That's half the damn exam. Brandy, how are you? It's the state exam is and Brandy, we're going to try to do something Friday night. You got to shoot me an email, and we'll try to do something Friday night before you take your test on Monday or Saturday, whatever. Unless you're taking a Friday, I can't remember. So, Helen, don't sweat this. Okay, you already beat the 63, if I remember right. So you got the regs part down. And remember, no math. I'm getting I get yelled at. I'm told to go get cough medicine after this. I was trying to go before here, but I ran out of time. But can I find them what doesn't put me out? Okay, Saturday morning. So we'll do something Thursday or Friday. Just shoot me an email. We'll figure it out. This way, because you're part of the member group, so I can just do that. Again, Helen, don't sweat this shit, okay? Oh, good. You have the regs down. I know. I get it. Cassandra, I'm so happy for you. That's awesome. Everyone, wish Cassandra congrats on the SIE. Any surprises on there? Anything that we need to know that you're like, wow, we didn't talk about it, we've never discussed it, any of that stuff? Okay. No, okay, Mandy, I'll hit you in a second. So, I'm about to do. I've heard 3 students have taken the 66 so far in the last week and have mentioned to me, more than that have taken it, but they've mentioned to me that they have to do the what are you going to call it? The equity index annuity reset. So I think I'm going to try to do a video when I'm drugged up and try to do a video with charts and everything to show you how to do it. It's super easy to do, but why give that up? Okay, Mandy. So yeah, it's all regulations. I mean, that's the thing. It is absolutely right. Basically, if you learn the regs and you learn the risks, you're fine. Okay. So why would someone buy a large cap global fund as opposed to a high grade corp fund if they want international? So global means the whole country, including the US. Okay. Global means the whole country, the whole world, including the US. International means everything but the US. So a global fund gives you everything, including all other countries and the US. International is just outside the US. So a high grade corp fund is just the US. So I hope that helps, Mandy. Global means outside the country also, mostly. Okay. That helps a little bit. I should put rum in there. Okay. That should help. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Helen. Are we tested on bank CDs? Yes, you will be. Not heavily, but most of these tests will have some thing on bank CDs. And yes, they are pretty safe because they're backed by the bank. And they are pretty. And here's what you're going to get on it. Who backs them? Okay. What insurance? So it's going to be FDIC. Okay. Okay, it's going to be FDIC that covers them if they're the bank, and if it's issued by the broker dealer, it's going to be SIPC. Okay. Bond yield and interest rates. Okay. So yields go together, right? So if you buy a 5% bond, can I explain the difference between the relationship in yields and interest rates? Okay. So you buy a 5% bond, that's your interest rate, 5%. Now, if rates go up in the economy, your bond's going to drop. So anyone who buys your bond is going to save a 5% bond. They pay $800 for it. Amanda, that's awesome. Amanda, that's great. That is a big deal. Any surprises on that? Mandy, I'll hit you in a second. That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. I know I knew that we were going and I wasn't sure how I was going to go. Okay, that's awesome. So now you move into the 63 group. I love it. It's awesome. I am so happy for you. Everyone give Amanda snaps, right? Because she beat it. She beat the beast. She got the beast. That's the big one. Okay. Okay. Bonnie, how are you? Okay. Okay. Yeah, Amanda, you have anything that jumps out at you while you're talking? Yields go up. Yields in the economy go up. So the bond prices go down. So then but the interest rate's never really same. Thank God for that mute button. She wouldn't hear me. So I don't think I'm going to make it 30 minutes. Yeah, everyone's doing great. I hate to cut off early. So 5% bond trading at par. If rates go up to 7, the bond's going to drop in price, which means the current yield is going to go up, the yield to maturity is going to go up, and the yield to call is going to go up even more because the yields will move with interest rates. So it's almost like interest rates rise, prices go down, yields go up. But not your interest rate. Your interest rate does not change. If you hold the bond to maturity, then your rates don't change. Whatever you bought it in, locked in. But if you're going to sell it before that, then you have interest rate and stuff like that. There you go. Taxes. Okay. Nadia, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Ooh, quick turnaround. Okay. Okay, Nadia, here's a couple things. One, there's YouTube videos. If you want, I have videos that if you become a member, you can get access to them. There's all four. It's like $10 a month. And you can have access to the options videos, which will rock your world. My option, the stuff I do with options is not unlike anyone else does it, because I treat it like, look, I'm an idiot. I know that I'm an idiot. So I have to do things in a very visual idiot way so I don't have to overthink it. So if you want, do that one. It'll get you past all of them. Okay. Hold on. Let me get back to Dean first. Okay, Dean. Okay, what does bad on Kaplan test mean? Does it mean 65? Does it mean 72s? Okay, I got to leave the mouse on there so I know, so I can hit it right away. Kaplan questions are more complicated and more tricky. So if you can get yourself into the 70s, so you have 13 days, that's a lot of time. If you're in the 50s, it's going to be tougher. Figure out where you're weak. Is it the options? The options will pull you up. If you're doing okay on options but not great on Kaplan, the options on the real exam are easier, more straightforward than the Kaplan ones. So I would just keep working on every section you do bad in, reread the chapter, reread the section, stuff like that. Okay. Again, warning you guys, I am sick, so I am cutting this off in like 15 minutes. Then I'll do longer on Thursday because you guys don't need to hear me cough the whole time. Thank God I'm muting it, so we're good that way. So you don't have to. Okay. Again, Nadia, don't worry. So that's what I'm saying about the options. Either work on them or go join the membership and get the videos, or you can go on my website and buy the videos and have them forever and ever. Okay. But again, here's the thing. The spreads and strata questions are actually, once you kind of get the options, they're the easiest ones. There's just a lot of tricks and tips. The hedging ones are the hardest. Focus on suitability. Like I've done this before. I think I have a suitability one out there for options. Like if you're long stock, you either sell, call, or buy, put, stuff like that. Okay. Thank you, Amanda. That's great. Munis, options, mutual funds, and taxes. This is kind of what we knew, right? We knew that there's going to be munis. You know there's going to be a ton of options. And we know it's not that it's a tax test, but they'll say what's a tax equivalent. They'll tell you what's a taxable gain, what's a taxable loss, stuff like that. Okay, Nadia, go. Here's the thing. So, Nadia, if you go in here outside of Kaplan, go into my links. You can either get buy the Achievable, or you can actually, it's just $100 and something, and you get the whole book plus tons and tons of questions. Or you go to STC down there, and you can get a 15% discount. But you think you can buy just the questions, or just call them. STC is good if you want to buy. You can buy Past Perfect questions. They're hard. Past Perfect questions are hard. They really make you doubt yourself. And that's the one thing. If you're worried about options, Past Perfect's not the way to go, because they ask their option questions are so deep and just fucking convoluted. It's really bad. So for the 7, I would say go to Achievable, go to STC, maybe don't go to Notman because they use the same questions as Kaplan. Okay. PGDM. So, okay, good luck. So you take it on the 17th. That's all next month. So November 17th, I assume. I hope not. October. PGDM. That's the order of when I sell a muni bond. So if I'm an underwriter and I'm selling, muni bonds, I have to choose. If I oversell the bond, some people have to get cut off. I have to come up with some sort of order. So the order is going to be pre-sale, PGDM. Pre-sale comes first, then group, then designated, then member. So pre-sale are orders taken before, like if we're bidding on the deal, we haven't been chosen as the winner yet, we can accept orders because they're exempt securities. So we can take orders. So those orders are considered pre-sale. They get first priority. Then if we still have bonds to sell, then we go to the group. Those are the orders we receive after we've already been announced as the winner. Then we have designated, where one of the customers, we're not going to share the commissions or the profits with the other members. That's fine. They come third. That's designated. They're designating you as the person who gets the profits. Member orders are for like members of the syndicate who want to buy it. They come last because they always come after customers. Pretty girls drive Mercedes. Pre-sale, group, designated member. Or pro golf for Smith. Don't miss. Or as one of my old guys I worked with a long time ago, John McAllister, said he walked into the test and he goes, please, God, deliver me. Whatever works. Okay. Yep. Okay. Good. Oh, Dean, that's awesome. If you're great at options, that's 30 to 35 questions. Okay. 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 Yeah, Notman Mark's summary. I think that, yeah, the Notman Mark's class summary is fucking off the chart. So if you have, by the way, anyone who's taking the 7 or the 6, if you have STC, make sure you go through the crunch time facts. If you have Kaplan, make sure you go through their quick facts, okay? Better on the 7 and the SIE than the other ones. And if you have Notman, go through the class summary. Those are kind of what people see if they see that what people may have seen on the exam, some version of it. Okay. Okay, so now parity and index options. Those are two different things. Okay, so Bonnie, parity is when, so if you have a convertible bond, if parity is where the stock is equal. So let's say you have a convertible bond trading at 105, okay? And it's convertible at, say, $50 a share. So you do 1,000 divided by 50, you get 20 shares, okay? So the parity is when you multiply. So what I'm going to do, 105. Parity is when things are equal, okay? So remember calculator. So if I say the stock is worth 105, the ratio is 20. I'm going to do 1050 divided by 20. That gives me 5250. So 5250 is the market price where it's equal with the bond price. That if I did 5250 and I got 20 shares, that would say this is the parity price. 5250 is the parity price. That's where it's trading, where it's equal to the bond price. So where if you converted the bond into shares, you would make no money or lose no money. It's almost like break even in a way, where you're not making or losing, where they're equal. That's what parity is. And what you would want the stock to be above parity to be worth converting. Okay. Okay. Now next, okay, index options. Index options are just options on the index, like the S&P 500. So what you're doing is if you have a portfolio, say you have a massive $1 million portfolio, you're not going to buy puts in every single stock that you own because it's too expensive. So instead of that, you go, okay, well, my portfolio will move with the index. So what I'll do is I will buy index puts to protect myself. So basically, I'm buying a put on the index. So if the index drops 10%, I will make money on the put. Hopefully enough money on the put to offset what I lose on my portfolio. Because if I have a portfolio on the Series 7, the SIE, all this stuff could be on there. So if the market drops, well, my portfolio will probably drop also. So what happens is they'll both drop, the index and my portfolio. But if I buy index puts, I'm going to make money on the put to offset what I lose on the portfolio. So it's kind of a hedge. But remember, Hunter, that's awesome. I'm so happy to hear that. We got this. Okay. Just keep grinding. But the thing is, if you exercise an index option, you're not getting the actual stocks in the index. It's not a thing. You're getting the cash. So if you buy a 2,500 put and it closes at 2,490 and you exercise, you're getting 10 times 100, you're getting $1,000. Maybe that's not your profit because you have to take out your break even, your premium. But let's say the index goes to 2,480. You're going to get 20 times 100. You're going to get $2,000. So you're buying the put, you're going to make the difference between the index, the strike price, and the market price of the index, and that's the cash you're going to get. And that what happens is the lower the index goes, the more you make when you exercise. So hopefully that will offset what you lose on the index, on the portfolio. Hope that helps a little bit. Okay, remember you're not getting you're not getting stock. You're getting actual cash when you exercise. Okay. Email from a client I've seen this question. Email from a client very dissatisfied with the recommendation's recent performance. If they sell the investment today, they can't recover from the loss. Why would the IRR? So the whole point is that it's not actually a complaint. It's just a complaint is when they say you did something wrong. Okay. This is just saying, I don't like what's going on. So you call them up and you say, listen, we're good. People are pissed off about shit all the time. Okay. So just because somebody's not happy with the performance of the stock, that's not an actual complaint. Complaint is you did something wrong. So if you call them out, now if they keep saying you're lying to me, that's a complaint. But this isn't really a complaint. This is saying, hey, listen, I don't like where it's going, and what should I do? And you say, listen, we like where it is. Don't sell it because you're going to take a loss. Ride it out. We're going to do fine. That's why it's not a complaint. Okay. I do a whole thing on the annuities, but let's talk about it. So fixed versus variable annuity. You know what they're both considered. They're both insurance products, retirement products. They're both non-qualified. The money goes in after tax. The difference between a fixed and annuity is that the fixed and a variable, it's hard to talk because I can't breathe. The fixed grows at a set rate. I'm glad that helped, Bonnie. The fixed grows at a set rate, like you put it in, and it's going to grow at 4%. It's going to grow at 4% every year. It's set. And then when you annuitize and you get paid out, say it says it's going to pay you $500 a month. It's going to pay you $500 a month every month, no matter what. Even if the market crashes, you're getting $500 a month because it's fixed. And it's not a security because there's no risk. The variable. I hope I make it the next 5 minutes. The variable is invested in the separate account, which means it's invested in the market. So your return when you put the money in grows up and down with the return. When you annuitize and get paid out, the payment goes up and down because it's still invested. So if you get $500 a month, you have a really good year, your payment will go up. If it's a bad year, bad month, it'll go down. Sorry. If it goes down, if it's a bad month, it'll go down. You'll get less. Okay. I can work on that. I think, you know what, Hunter, go find my, this is the easiest because there's only so much I can do with this sick. I'll do more Thursday, but go find my series. I know it's for the SA. Go find my series 7 one. If you watch my series 7 margin videos, that's more than you'll need and you'll be rock solid. But I'll see what I can do. Hold on. Okay. So it's by the way, the variable is a security because it has the word variable in it, first of all. And 2, because you have market risk. Because you have market risk. If you invest in a separate account in a variable annuity, you can go up and you can actually lose money. So there's market risk. So that's why it's a security. And the word variable makes it a security. Fixed is not. Fixed, you have no risk. So that's not a security. It's like an insurance product. Okay. It's awesome at Mandeep. I'm so happy. Okay. I'm trying. I'm gonna go and medicate my ass in a minute. Okay. There you go. Listen, but Hunter, Bonnie is doing like a study group. She has some people for the study group. Hunter, you should reach out to her. She's a really great kid, and she's looking for people to she's looking for people to study with in a group. Hunter, if you want to join a study group with her, send me an email and I'll shoot your email over to her and she'll join in. I think somebody else, I thought that Jessica wanted to do it too. I can't remember. Okay. Hold on 1 second. One second, guys. This is important. Muy importante. Where you can buy a hat? I have a link here. That's funny. I like this hat, don't you? Okay. So let me get back to this. Now, margin requirements. If you buy stock, okay. Perfect. Email me and then you can do that. Okay. Really, if you want to buy a hat, go in the link here. I have a thing. It's funny. Margin requirements. If you buy stock, you have to deposit 50%. That's the rule. That's regulation T. So if you buy 30,000 in stock, you have to deposit 15 grand, and then you borrow 15 grand. So so you're leveraging up. What's really for the SA, you might have to do that also. But if you buy there's 50% middle, 50% requirement, but it can't be less than 2 grand. So if you buy $3,000 worth of stock, yes, 1,500 is the rate T, but you can't put down less than 2 grand. So you have to put down less than 2 grand. Okay. So it's 50% of 2 grand, whichever is higher. Okay. The only time you get to put down less than 2 grand is if you buy like $800 worth of stock. Then you just put down the 800. But if you short 800, you have to put down at least 2 grand because the max loss is unlimited. Minimum maintenance. So if you buy stock, you buy 30,000 in stock, you put down 15 grand. You short 30,000 in stock, you still put down 15 grand. Now, minimum maintenance is if the stock goes the wrong way. If your equity falls below 25%, you have to put money in on the long side, and if it falls below 30% on the short side. I cover that more in the videos. And now, when you open a margin account, you need to have them signed. First, you send them the disclosure doc. For the SIE, you send them the disclosure doc. They sign a hypothecation agreement, which is just allowing them to use your shares as collateral for the money they're lending you. Like when you buy a house, you use your house as the collateral. And then you have to do the credit agreement, which is just listing all the, what we can do if you don't pay and the interest rates and all that stuff. And then the third, those have to be signed. The third thing is a loan consent form. Loan consent form doesn't have to be signed. That's allowing your shares to be lent out to short sellers. You can say no to that. You can say, fuck that. I'm not allowing that. So here's the thing. So that's the rules to open the account. Secondly, on the SIE and the Series 7, you buy stock you have to deposit 50%. That's Reg T. You borrow the rest. So you're leveraging. You have to warn the person that yes, your rate of return is multiplied, but so is your loss. You can make money faster, but you can also lose money faster. Okay? That's the big thing. Watch the video on it. It goes through everything, I think. And if it doesn't, hit me up on Thursday and we can go through more. I should be loaded up on cough syrup by then. Okay. State gov revenue bond versus city district. There's not a big difference on the exam, okay? Dean, that's a good question. Let me get to that. So, Mandy, state governor revenue bond. Here's the thing. There's not really a difference. As far as these exam code, they're not really making a difference between the two, okay? They're not. State governor revenue is just like maybe the revenues they can use are, well, they could be anything. So it could be an airport. It could be anything. The one that's different is the state GO versus the local GO. The state GO can't use property taxes. The local can. So if your town builds a new high school, they'll use property taxes. State uses like sales tax, income tax, stuff like that. They can't use property because property taxes for locals. That's the big difference. They're not going to go that deep on the differences. Just know that a revenue bond is backed by revenue of the project or your building, whatever it is. They don't need voter approval. And there's no debt limits. But GO bonds need voter approval, and they have limits on how much. They just raised the debt ceiling for the government, right? The same thing. It's just the amount of money you can borrow outstanding at any one time. Okay. Lily, I am so happy for you. Everything, insurance, everything done. You're done. Congratulations. It must be so awesome to be done. Yes, Ruben, you're late, but I'm getting off in like 2 minutes because I'm going to die. And I have to get to the store. I'm going to make everyone sick, and I don't want to do that. Okay. If you work at every company that offers convertible bond offering, what are you allowed to purchase as an employee? Stock options or convertible bonds? I don't know what that means. I think you can buy anything. Oh. You can buy options or convertibles. You can't, if you mean IPOs, you can't buy IPOs. You can't buy stock IPOs. That's interesting. If you work for a broker dealer, you cannot buy common stock IPOs. Yeah, you will be. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. So thanks you for not killing me with questions tonight because it's just brutal. It hurts to answer them. I feel so bad. I am going to work on an equity and a annuity video once I stop coughing. And that's for the 66. Hunter, make sure you shoot me an email. Go on my website, series7exam.org. Look at that. I got you to go to series7exam.org and find my email on there. Shoot me an email and hook you up with Bonnie so you can do that. It's just like a matchmaking. No, I'm kidding. Oh, by the way, everyone, I know if you remember, if you guys remember Georgiana, boom, she killed it. Georgiana killed it. Okay, she destroyed the exam on Friday. I think she has one left. She was kept waiting. I hope I didn't ruin her day, but I think she thinks she passed it on Friday. Okay. So Island. Okay. No problem. Will, I'm trying. Okay. Yeah. After the whole Caleb Georgiana thing, the matchmaking thing. So, if you have trouble with options on the 7th, where are you running into trouble? And again, it sounds like I'm pushing my own shit, but if you join the membership, I have 4 videos on there. That's $10 a month. They will solve your fucking problems with options, or you can buy them on my website. Either one. I can't do it. Opening up about options here. It's like it's such a broad thing, and I've always made a kind of rule. I don't do options on here. Yeah, I'm gonna yeah, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna bother you guys. So I'm gonna head out, guys. Thank you very much. Guys, please go check out the other guys. Check out Dean Tinney. Check out Basic Wisdom. Check out me, all my videos. Look for my membership stuff. My membership videos are pretty awesome. I repost my class that I do Sunday nights. It's really good. You get a lot of questions and you get stuff. So I love that. Thank you guys very much. I'm going to try to feel better before my wife kills me for coughing all the time. Everyone, have a good night. Wash your hands, obviously. Okay, everyone, good night.